and welcome to my channel. I just want to welcome all our new subscribers as well. It's really grown in the last day or two, so I'm really excited about that. Comment below if you'd like to say hello and suggest any videos you'd like to see on my channel. Today I'm going to do a banana loaf because the last time I did one of these it didn't work out very well. So I want to do another one because I know I can do it, and I've changed my setup slightly because as you see all my kitchen's in a horseshoe shape, and I don't think some of you guys were getting the full benefits last time of my video, and there was some funny angles in it which I haven't been happy with for a long time. So I've decided to put my table here, which I'll show you in a minute, and I'm going to prep here, and then my oven's just right behind me. So this kitchen isn't big enough for an island, but in the other property I used to live in did have an island in the middle. But I have put that on my list for when I do buy a property. I'd love an island in my kitchen. So enough rambling, and I'm going to start this video now. I've just got this butter out that I had in tin foil, which was left over from my last baking video. So I'm just going to warm it up in the microwave slightly so I can grease the tin, as it's supposed to be room temperature, but I've put mine in the fridge and not got it out in time. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. I've just warmed up my butter, and now I'm just going to use the melted butter to grease my liner in my tin. If you haven't used these liners before, I highly recommend them. I used to just grease the tin, but then I got sick of all my bread being stuck to the side and it looking a right mess. It was also harder to clean the tins and wore the tins out quicker when I just greased the tins before. So I always use these liners now, and highly recommend you guys try them out as well. Look at the beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest, blow the smoke. I'm just weighing out my butter. I'm using the melted butter that you saw earlier first to get a rough idea how much that weighs, and then I'm just going to add some more butter from the pack here that I've just opened, which is brand new and hasn't been used yet. So I'm just going to weigh that now. Make mistakes, I just want to feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down, feel alive. I'm just cutting off little chunks of butter as I'm adding mine to the older butter. So I just need to cut off little bits and build it up slowly until it gets to 140 grams in weight. So then that should be enough there. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. I've just got my caster sugar out, and I'm going to weigh 140 grams of caster sugar. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I've just remembered that I need a sieve here to sieve my sugar. It's been in this container since my last video, which is a few weeks, so it's all compacted down and gone into lumps. So every time you make a cake you want to sieve out the ingredients, flour, sugar and any baking powder that you're going to be using. So I'm just sieving that out now to make it finer. This town, look at those beautiful stars. I want to drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break. I'm just putting the caster sugar back on the side to put it in the cupboards later. I'm just reading off my laptop here what's next to do in the recipe, as I'm just following the Good Food Guide instructions. I will also put this in the description for you guys to follow at home as well. Today I'm going to use plain flour instead of self-raising flour. This is purely because I have 3 bananas and I need to use them up. I don't want to just put 2 in. So if I do the self-raising flour as well as the 3 bananas, like last time, it's going to go all over my oven, the baking mixture, and it's going to make a great mess because the tin won't be big enough. So I'm just going to use plain today, just for this reason alone. I'm just weighing out 140 grams of flour. Now what I like to do is put each ingredient in a bowl, as it's much more tidier and much more easier. If you don't want all the washing up afterwards, you could just put it in your mixing bowl, but I'm just putting it out in each bowl as it's easier to film for you guys as well. I've just started peeling my bananas, ready to mash them into a bowl to add to the cake mix. Now I'm just going off here randomly to get my green food waste bin, as I like to try and keep everything neat and tidy and things separate in my bin. I've just started mashing up my bananas in the bowl. Now I'm just doing it a bit at a time. I'm not putting all my bananas in and then mashing it. I'm just doing one at a time, and I've also pre-broke them up before putting them in the bowl. I haven't put one whole banana in. I've just broke them up into little sections, as this makes it easier to mash. Another tip here is the older the banana, the better it is to mash. Whereas if it's too fresh, you never want fresh bananas, because they are quite hard still. You want them where they've started to go a bit brown.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.
I've just moved my bin round the corner to where the sink is, as I felt this was more hygienic. So I'm just peeling the second banana now, and I'm just going to do the same again. I'm just getting the little stringy bits off as well, because you don't want them in your cake mix. You just want the fleshy part of the banana.
Is bright. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep.
Just to show you, this is what it should look like when you've mashed your bananas. It doesn't need to be completely pureed. A few lumps are fine, just not big lumps. I'm just having another drink there. It's important to keep hydrated when you're baking as well, because I did film this for an hour, but I have cut it down when editing for you guys.
Well, you know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
I'm just getting my mixer out so I can start to mix the ingredients together. I do wish I had a mixer actually, which wasn't a handheld one like this, but was one that sat on a base and was a countertop one, as it would be less messy, to be honest with you.
Even in the hard times.
all the clutter off my mixing bowls so I can choose which one I want to use. I normally go for the grey one as that's a medium size. It's not too big and not too small. The different colours are obviously different sizes. So the grey one is my favourite one at the moment, as this is a good size. These are the Fern Cotton mixing bowls. I can add them in the link if you guys are interested, and that's the Fern Cotton branded mixer as well I'm using today. I'm just starting off by putting 140 grams worth of butter into the mixing bowl. I'm just scraping the excess off the spoon there. I have washed my hands, so don't worry about that. I'm just going to mix in the 140 grams of butter, 140 grams of caster sugar and 140 grams of flour. Now I did forget my 2 eggs at this point, which you'll see later on in the video. Now my top tip here is to stop after a few minutes of mixing and scrape down the excess of the bowl around the sides where it's all splashed round. You'll get bits of flour and eggs and bits and pieces that aren't mixed in. So I'll just mix it for like less than a minute really, as long as it needs it, just once you've pushed it all back down into the bowl, into the main mixture that's mixed. I'm just putting my mixture in. Now at this point I still haven't realised that I'm missing the eggs because I was concentrating on reading the instructions, and I did think it was quite thick, the mixture, and it wasn't quite as liquidy as it should be. I just got these dried banana chips. You can buy any brand, but I just bought these from Morrison's, the Whitworth's ones, as I knew I'd use them in banana bread, and I used them quite a bit on my baking videos. I'm just setting the timer to 50 minutes, as this is how long it says your loaf will take to bake. So I'm just setting that up now. I've just remembered I haven't put my 2 large eggs in, which are in this plastic container here, which you'll see in a minute. So I'm just going to pour my mixture out back into the bowl and remix it with my hand mixer. This is why my mixture was so thick earlier.
Young, and we didn't want to be exposed.
I'm just remixing it on the lowest speed. I'm going as quick as I can because the slower I go, the longer it takes, and I'm losing time on my oven because I've already set the timer, haven't I? So I just want to quickly do this and get it all reset up quickly as I can.
I still think about what we had when we were young.
I'm just re-pouring the mixture back into the tin, and I did redo the banana chips as well on top. I lost about 4 minutes I think on this alone, so it's not worth wasting time by forgetting to put your eggs in.
When we were younger, when we were younger, I remember a girl. I would sneak into her parents' house. I could stay for hours, and we looked.
Normally put one banana chip in the middle, one at the end and one at the other end, as I think this gives it a nice effect as well, and it looks quite nice.
And as soon as I left, I told my friends.
Hello everyone, I'm back now. So after baking my banana loaf for 30 minutes, I've just took it out of the oven, turned all my oven off, I've cleared away the table in front here and reset up my ring light and my camera. So I've just finished off my cake, as you can see here, and it looks quite good actually. Feels a bit moist than the other one. Could have done it a bit longer, but I didn't really want to. So I did it for the full 50 minutes. And then I've just got this out my oven, which is a standard oven tray thing wrap. I need to get a proper one. I need to get a proper resting tray so it can cool down properly. I've just used this for now. I need to get a proper one, so I will eventually, I think, have a look at some of them when I next go out. And I'm just resting on there for now. But it isn't doing as good as a job as a proper resting one, as all the bars are coming flat and they're sagging under the weight of the load. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and it inspires you to get baking at home with this lockdown that we've had. As it eases, I hope some of you keep up the baking because I really enjoy it. So I think I'm going to add this to one of my hobbies as well as YouTube. And I really enjoy doing these baking videos and learning bits and pieces myself. I have tried things like flapjack before, but I wouldn't recommend the recipe on the BBC Good Guide because when I've done it on the Good Food Guide, it always comes out burnt. But you guys try it and let me know in the comments below. Remember, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below in the comments and I'll always get back to people as well. And you might win yourself a heart from me. And please subscribe as well, as I'll link that below. Some of you that don't know, down here, there will be a little square and it will say subscribe, so you can click on that whilst watching the video and it's much easier than getting distracted and rolling down to the comments and looking for the subscribe button. So you can always just click here up the corner and there will be a little red square. So that's all for now and I'll see you all soon. Bye!